Hello, I'm Lena Taro. In this video, I'll be showing you how to use Fathom to perform a simulation to answer the following question. If 10% of donors have type B blood, what is the probability of finding one person with type B blood in a group of 10 donors? We'll assume that type A occurs in 40% of people, type B in 10% of people, type O in 45% of people, and type AB in the remaining 5%. Let's begin by dragging a collection off the shelf. And in this collection, we're going to add new cases. And the number of cases we're going to add is 20. And the reason we're going to add 20 cases is because this extended ratio of 40 to 10 to 45 to 5 can be reduced to 8 to 2 to 9 to 1, which is a total of 20 values. So let's create a new variable called type. And we will have 8 A's for type A, 2 B's for the type B blood. Type O occurs 45% of the time, so in a group of 20 people, that would be 9. That would be 9 type O's. And the remaining person would be type AB. Let's sample from this collection. Let's take a look at our sample. Our sample has 10 cases in it. Let's take a look at what we have here. We have a type O, type AB, type A, and so on. And we want to count how many B's we see in this collection. I didn't see any. Let's do another sample more cases. And let's see what we have. 10 cases. Any B's here? Let's see if we can do a count on this. We want to collect a measure called count. And we want to count the number of times type AB, or the type is B. And yes, it was 0. Let's see if we can get that to happen once or twice. Let's see if we can find a person with type B blood. Let's take a look here. Our count is 1. In this case, we had 1 of the 10 people that had type B blood. There's that person, the 10th person. So we want to run this simulation several times and collect that count of how many people had type B blood. So let's collect some measures. And what it's doing here is grabbing 10 people from our collection, and we're replacing the people, by the way. I don't know if you saw that here when we looked at this collection. Let's inspect this here again. Notice that when we sampled, we were sampling with replacement, and that's because we want to make sure that once I've chosen a person with a type O blood from this collection, that they go back in so that this remains 45%. So let's actually take a look here at our samples, our measure from our sample here, and see what's in this collection. We can see that in the 5 samples that we did, that there was 2 people in the first group of 10 with type B blood, 2 people in the second group with type B blood, and then 0, and then 1 and 1. We need to collect some more measures, so let's open the inspector, and we'll do 95 more measures, and I'm going to turn the animation off to do this. And now we can see that we have 100 measures collected. So the question we have now is, how many of these were exactly a count of 1? So let's take a look at a graph to see that. We'll pull a graph off the shelf here. And we can see that several times a count of 1 occurred. Let's change this to a histogram. And if I click on this bar here, in the bottom left corner, actually I don't even really have to click on the bar, but clicking on the bar is nice because it highlights it. We can see down in the bottom left of our screen down here, it says that there are 37 cases where the count was between 0.5 and 1.5, and of course that means a count of exactly 1. The other thing we could do to do this count is actually apply a filter over here, and we could say count equals 1. And we can see that there's exactly 37 ones. So the answer to this question is, the probability of finding one person with type B blood in a group of 10 donors is about 37%.